As you guys come in, hit the like button, share it out. I know I haven't been on in a minute is because I had some issues going on. You muted? I'm still muted. I'm still muted. No audio. No audio. No audio. Let me see here. Can you guys hear me now? There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me see. Okay, you guys can hear me now. Okay, thanks. Ooh, this mic loud. Let me turn this mic down. Ooh, is that music coming in low, right? Let me turn that down too. Yeah, man. Look, man. I had somebody gave me some feedback on this. Let me mute this. Somebody gave me some feedback on the pantry. I'm not in the kitchen. I'm in a little dip off that kind of sit next to my kitchen. That sit next to my kitchen, so it's a little office area. And my girl just, I brought this whole rack thing from my girl, and she's taking up all the space in the house, well, in this apartment that we're in, and so she decided to put it behind me. So, okay, can't hear the music. Yeah, I know. That's because Mac with they one audio channel perk. That shit is crazy, but that's the reason why I'm about to invest into a PC. But I want to thank everybody for showing up. I know I haven't been on in a while. I got some technical difficulties going on with my setup, being that my computer automatically updated to Big Sur. And so my audio interface is drivers are not compatible with this OS, as well as Streamlab is not compatible with it as well. Even though I found a workaround to get Streamlabs going, this whole thing just fucked up my whole setup. So yeah. Welcome to the Pantry Podcast. You see the cereal in the back? Welcome to the Pantry Podcast. Somebody told me, post, remove the green screen. We love seeing the stuff in the back. It was a little bit more authentic and stuff, so I'm going to see how this goes. We're going to get into that, Juan. We're going to get into that, man. I'm about to get my perspective on, I got to fight tooth and nail when I'm on Z Podcast. We're trying to talk over Kratos. Porter Rock jumps in. Then you got Z Porter Rock, sometimes Neff. I'm debating 4 or 5 different people at the same time. A lot of times they don't let me get my thoughts out. And if I go long winded, at some point Z gonna cut me off and move on to the next topic. But here on my show, I don't have to worry about that. I got on this hoodie to show that it's dark days ahead, not for Xbox, but for all these Xbox haters out there. Yeah, we strapping up. It's strap season right now, man. We strapping up, just like Errol Spence saying, man, hands down, man down, man. We finna knock some motherfuckers out. Going into 2021 and beyond. And so we're gonna talk about Halo. I'm gonna talk about Halo a little bit. Give my perspective on Perfect Dark. And then we're going to talk about how Gamepass is on the roll. And then the future of Xbox in 2021 and beyond, man. And beyond, man. I think it's a great time to be a gamer, period. no matter what aisle you're what side you're on. I think these companies, this generation, is going to push both sides more than they ever did, especially with Sony saying, "Hey, we know we are used to bringing out our games later in the generation, but we're coming out the gate with some of our biggest, most popular brands in gaming. So that's going to bode well for both sides." Yeah, man. It's great. So I thank y'all. Like I said, man, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let me switch this over quick. Stop sharing my screen. I was trying to do something here to see if y'all can hear some new music I was gonna have for y'all, but I'll do that at a later date. Let me close this. And then we're gonna go to why is it doesn't see Safari? It doesn't see Safari. Wow. Oh no, there we go. There we go. There we go. We'll share that. We'll do that there. Yeah. So yeah, what's up? I'm gonna shout everybody out, man. I really thank y'all and thank y'all for being patient with me. I really wanted to wait till I got my setup in order, but I was like, man, I haven't did any content or posted any content in a while, especially with all the news and stuff that's going on. So we're gonna have a fun day today. Joe High the Flame, what's up? C-Tech, what's up? Cold Blood Sensei, what's up? Jimmy, what's up? Big Stout, what's up, bro? Antoine Trimble, we got we got that. Okay, Juan Castillo. We have Laughing is the Cure. Laughing is definitely the cure sometimes, especially what we going through. Thomas Franks, Slick Worthy, Mass Murderer, Jim 8. I want to thank y'all for showing up. It's going to be a great show. Who else? 22. Hey, y'all look, man, post up, not pop up, man. Post up, not pop up. Who else? But shout out to who else? 22 for showing up. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna do this StreamYard setup until I get my audio interface and stuff situated, and I'll be able to go back to Streamlab and do some different stuff that I want to do. But yeah, man, the Game Awards. I forgot to put that in the title, but we can talk about the Game Awards and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna touch lightly on Halo because I know y'all probably heard about the info already. None of your business. Well, ain't none of your business. Ain't none of your business. You ready to cap, man? What I'm a cap for? Now, look, man, I don't know. Y'all need to redefine the term cap, right? Y'all need to redefine. If a person is telling the truth, or in this matter, it's sometimes telling the truth. I know we give our opinions, and sometimes our opinions can be perceived as cap. But if a motherfucker being real and just being honest, I don't think we should call that cap. But we're gonna get this show started. Let me do this here. What's good? We're gonna do this here. Let me see here. Where we at? I ain't even got my what's her name popping up, but I gotta fix that. Yeah, we back in the pantry, baby. We back in the pantry, getting it popping, man. We back in the pantry. I was told that people was liking this background and that it was, more authentic. You see my microwave back there, my air fryer. I might during the show, I might pop something in the microwave or the air fryer and warm some shit up and start eating on you motherfuckers today. I don't know. Anything can happen today. I'm just saying, get ready, player. Get ready. Anything can happen today. Got the hot sauce, got the box of cereal back there, got flour. I might fry some chicken on live. Put it right in the air fryer and fry some chicken in y'all motherfucking face. Throw some hot sauce on that bitch and eat it right in y'all face while talking about this shit. Shout out to my bro, man, Pop Off Gaming, man. What's good, bro? So what we're gonna do, man? We're gonna talk about Xbox today, man. I don't get to talk about Xbox and the like that I want to on Z show since he's such a fuck nigga. And his show is basically predicated on RIP Xbox podcast. And then he always had them bum ass PlayStation dudes over there that I always got to scrap with. But y'all don't post up show today, so y'all ain't got to worry about none of that today. All right, y'all ain't got to worry about none of that, right? So let me put this back. So we're gonna start off with Halo Infinite, in the updates and things that they're been striving for. In this interview, we found out a lot of things. We found out that the team was aware of how Halo looked before they showed it. Behind the scenes, I found out some information that they didn't know. They didn't want to show Halo in that light, but it was an executive call made by Microsoft. But we also found out that a lot of the things that people was weary of in terms of how the game looked, they already knew about. What was kind of interesting to me was the fact that they stated that none of the next generation features that we was looking for, like variable ray shading and all that stuff, all that stuff was still in the works, so it didn't make the build, and that's why we didn't see none of it. But based on this interview, I love the direction that Halo Infinite is going in. I love the fact that they have what's the guy's name? Joseph Staten, who worked on Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Reach. And so he was there, Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach, which arguably are pretty much the best Halos. I think everybody I think we all can be in agreement when we say that after Reach, Halo kind of went on a decline. Halo 4 is questionable. Some people like it. Some people don't. Halo 5 story was too short, but they regained their momentum in the multiplayer space, even though they added a lot of modern day feel to it in terms of power punches and running and shit like that. But this guy was at the core. He was with Bungie when Halo was at its core. And we could arguably say that Halo 2 and 3 is a debate between those in terms of which was the best in terms of multiplayer and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank y'all for showing up, man. I thank y'all. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the support. So yeah, the graphics updates and things like that is coming. I think Halo Infinite is gonna look fucking incredible when it comes out late fall. And I'm glad they pushed it. I think when they did the announcement and I got upset about how it looked, I stated that it will be released in fall. A spring launch would have been too quick, too much of a turnaround. And I think at that point, you're just patching on things and things like that. The fact that this is coming out late fall 2021 and that it's going to come around the anniversary of Halo itself gives them a little bit more time to really do what they want to do with the title. I do think that in terms of resolution, in terms of clear, crisp pictures, because these screenshots look incredible. And this is just multiplayer. And we all know that multiplayer graphics are always downgraded from the campaign graphics due to performance and competitive play. So I think the campaign is gonna look fucking incredible. I think it's gonna look incredible, especially when they're starting to add the full capabilities of the Series X in terms of the things that we want to see. Now, we do know that Halo started off on old generation hardware in terms of when they starting to develop it. What I want to see is, I really want to see, looking at the Cyberpunk 2077 situation, I really hope, and I know Microsoft might not do this, but I really hope they get away from the last generation version of it. I really think they should just make it next generation only. Next generation only. But I know it's going to be cross-gen because there's a bigger install base on last generation hardware than it is on newer generation hardware. And so keeping it exclusive to the Series X, depending where they sales are at, you probably won't have that many sales. I think it's the same reason why Sony went with making their titles cross-gen after saying they was going to be PS5 only. Look, you're launching these titles on a system that doesn't have an install base, you know? And your install base is 120 million strong on the PS4. So you have, at this point, you have to put that content there until you get enough people transitioning over to your newer hardware. That's what Series X is going to look. Now, I think Series X is going to look incredible. And I think it's going to stand, in some areas, it's going to stand toe-to-toe with the PC version. But at the end of the day, I still think the PC version is going to be the end-all, be-all version for a lot of Microsoft titles. Since they new GDKs allow them to make one code across all hardware. So one code, it works for PC and Series X and the Series S. They did talk about Craig in there. They said that, and I'm glad that Craig went viral. R.I.P. Craig. We won't see Craig ever again after this. Probably as an Easter egg. But they stated that because of the internet found Craig's face, which they said that was something that they missed in the build. It wasn't supposed to be in there like that. They went back and fixed that, the facial features and the animation and things like that. So that's cool. That's cool. But this overall interview just stated that, look, hey, we heard what the public had to say, what gamers had to say. We realized that some of the stuff we realized even before the demo was out. We're already in the process or past the process of fixing a lot of the things that y'all had an issue with. So, and the fact that Halo Infinite multiplayer is going to be free to play, I think that's going to be fucking massive. I think we're in an age where people kind of downplay Master Chief since Halo ain't been what it has been over the years for a lot of people. I won't say for all, because some people have been content with Halo 4 and with Halo 5. Some people think Halo 5 is the best Halo. I disagree. Halo and in this community are still vibrant, still very strong, and they are huge. And I do think that Halo Infinite Multiplayer is going to be able to compete with the Call of Duties and the Fortnites. I do think that. If they do it right, let me say that. For y'all come back on this video and say, Post said Halo Infinite gonna rival Fortnite and Call it. If they do it right. If they stick to the core of what made Halo multiplayer, which is a skill-based, it has always been skill-based multiplayer. No special weapons. We all start on the same map. We all got access to the same vehicles and the same weapons. And since we all got access to the same vehicles and the same weapon, it comes down to who's better on the player end with those weapons. And that's what I liked about Halo. I don't need no jets flying around on the map where it's only a 4v4. Why do I got a jet and I'm only shooting at 4 people? I never understand that with Call of Duty. I never understand that with Call of Duty or 6 people or whatever. If I'm going to be on the map and y'all going to give me access to a helicopter or a jet where I can nuke and shoot people from the sky, at least let it be 16 versus 16, 20. I can understand that. A massive field, you got 16 or 20 or 25 people versus 25 people. I can see that. But having a jet and a helicopter on the map where it's only like 4v4, 6v6 or something like that is stupid. To me, it is stupid. No, they didn't only fix Craig's face. They fixed everything. The facial animations, they fixed all that shit. They fixed everything. From reading that interview. But yeah, I do think Halo is going to be competitive. PC players have been waiting on a Halo for PC for years. I think y'all really going to see the PC community gravitate to Halo like y'all never seen them before. Just like what they did with the Master Chief Collection. So they're getting one that's going to be built specifically for them. I know they're going to have a lot more additional features than we have on the Series X, and that's cool as PC. I just don't want to play against them people. I just don't want to play against them. I played Halo back in the day when XB Connect. You know, when you didn't have Xbox Live back in the day, you had XB Connect. XB Connect allowed you to, as long as your Xbox was connected on your network, you download the XB app and you can get access to all these different servers. I seen what Halo was like back then with keyboard and mouse. I seen that. I'm talking about the pinpoint accuracy is crazy. I don't want to play PC players in Halo, and I hope they don't allow. I hope they keep Halo multiplayer separate from PC. I'm not playing no PC players in Halo because keyboard and mouse is perfect in Halo. Now, if it was Gears, the way Gears is set up, how the multiplayer is, I don't have no problem playing with keyboard and mouse. Don't have no problem. We do it all the time. But Halo, no. No. The mouse is too accurate. It is too freaking accurate. So, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to this Halo update. I'm looking forward to Halo in general, the campaign in general. I think this is going to be the biggest campaign we've ever seen in Halo. I think this is going to be the biggest open world we ever seen in Halo. And the fact that it's not going to be so much of a corridor shooter anymore where it's leading you. I think based on the map they showed, you're going to be able to go off and do missions and approach the game as you see fit. I think there's going to be side missions there too. So that's dope. Give it away from that corridor shooter where they kind of lead you in this semi-open world. They give you this this perception that you're in the semi-open world, but you're still in kind of a corridor shooter where they leading you through this this semi-open world. But I think that's going to change in Halo Infinite because you're going to be able to choose how you approach the game and what missions that you want to start and go to, and that's going to be fire. But yeah, we shout out to them. Shout out to them recognizing their flaws. Shout out to them taking Craig meme that was bad and reciprocating it into positive energy. And yeah, we're gonna move on. So Halo is looking incredible. I think a lot of people thought this was concept art. It's not. It's in-game screenshots and stuff like that. These models and builds look incredible. I think I'm gonna be back in Halo. I think this is a campaign shot. And even in this shot looked beautiful, but you can still see there's work to be done in the background and stuff like that. But by the end of 2021, I think Halo is going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. And so moving on to Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark got leaked as a title that Initiative was working on months ago. I think even last year. And it was based off the Initiative logo. If you look at the Initiative logo, it looks like the Datadyne logo if you look at it carefully. And so a lot of insiders say, hey, they're working on Perfect Dark, And it was true. They are working on Perfect Dark. Now, this was announced at the Game Awards show. I want to give my little perspective of the Game Awards show. I think it was the best Game Awards show that we have seen so far. In terms of content, in terms of pacing, in terms of diversity, and not just focusing on games, but game music, having different performances, and then also bringing the Hollywood actors in there to announce some of the games and stuff. Because we forget, some of these Hollywood actors, their game is just like us. I think Microsoft... Aaron Greenberg tweeted, I think a day before, and said, look, lower your expectations on the show. And everybody was like, oh, okay, Microsoft finna show some bullshit. And then they come out with this Perfect Dark announcement. With a CGI trailer, a cinematic trailer, where they say, okay, we're going to show you this trailer, and it's going to give you a perspective of the world that you're going to be playing in and what we're aiming for. And the minute I saw the trailer, the first thing I said was, yes, no cartoony shit. No cartoony shit. That's the first thing I said. Thank you. We're talking about Joanna. Joanna looked like an adult, right? The world looked realistic. You know, it didn't look like no kiddie shit like on the 360 version, where the characters look like clay fighters. We don't know if Perfect Dark gonna be episodic content. That is the rumor. From watching the extended trailer, they talking about a big budget Hollywood type game. If they can get 15 to 20 hours of episodic content, so let's look at it like this. Say if that rumor was true, where they say, hey, the initiative is a studio that's going to take multiple Microsoft Xbox IPs and doing like a Black Mirror sort of thing with them, which is interesting, which is creative and interesting, because that's something that's, to my knowledge and understanding, has never been done before in gaming. So say that first episode is Perfect Dark, which is a 15 to 20 hour game. And we just seen a cinematic CG trailer saying, look, this is our concept and our perspective of how we view Perfect Dark. We have a grown-up Joanna who looked like she's ready to kick some motherfucking ass. We have this big, amazing world that you're going to be able to do incredible things, and as far as stealth and killing, and hopefully it's action-packed. Say that's the first episode. Nigga. Say that's the first episode. Say that's the first episode. That's crazy. If you looked at it in the perspective of Black Mirror, Perfect Dark is the first episode. So if Perfect Dark is the first episode in the first episodic content, that's 15 to 20 hours, which y'all said the initiative is going to make these small, tiny, weeny budget, experimental project games, which that announcement totally just negated all that. So you got this experience that's about 15 to 20 hours for the first episode. What's next? What IP is next? What IP is next? You got Banjo-Kazooie. You got Mechasoft. You got so many. You got Crimson Skies. You got so many titles in there. That's crazy. And not including, you haven't even all the rare titles, right? You got the IPs that Microsoft owned prior to that. When I said Microsoft, it's some other ones in there that I can't think of at the minute. Then you got Bethesda coming over. And there's so much you can. It's so much you can do. It's so much you can do with that, bro. That's incredible. If they can pull that off, if they're going to do a Black Mirror with Microsoft IPs, I think that's innovative. I think it's creative. And I think it's something different than what we've been getting the last generation. Because what we've been getting the last generation is just makeup on games that here go Call of Duty last generation. Well, we're going to give you Call of Duty in the new generation with better graphics. We're going to give you 2K we're going to give you 2K in the newer generation with better. Well, here go this third-person shooter from last year. Well, we're going to give you this third-person shooter from last generation, but we're just going to slap better graphics on it. That's what we've been getting. And I scream for innovative ideas, new genres, new gameplay. I think we so get caught up in graphics that we lose sight of wanting to developers to innovate and create in the gameplay mechanic aspects of it. Yeah, a game could look good, but what are you getting? What am I getting out of this gameplay wise that I've never got before? Or what old twist on the gameplay mechanic that you took and revitalized and just turned into something different? versus versus. Oh, that game look good, so it's fire. Just because a game look good, don't make it fire. I think we get caught up in that. Immediately when we see a game and it's graphically impressive, that game good. Nigga, you don't even know how the game feel. You don't know none of that. You don't know if you like the gunplay mechanics on it. You don't know none of the shit about the game, but since it look good, you automatically perceive it to play good. I think what Initiative is doing, if this Black Mirror thing is true, I think it's innovative and I think it's creative. And I think if they do it right, you're gonna have some follow the leaders because that's how the game industry works. Once something hit and it's big with mainstream, then everybody follow it. Look at Fortnite. Look at PUBG. No, I ain't gonna say Fortnite. Look at PUBG. PUBG came out with this gameplay option that nobody was doing. And it became extremely popular. Then you got your Fortnites. Then you got your Call of Duty that's doing the same thing. Now you finna have Battlefield 6 doing the same thing. And you might have Halo doing the same thing. Because that shit making buku money. That shit making buku money. Look, I don't care what these do. This is an Xbox podcast. Ponies gonna show up and be ponies. But we talking about Xbox in a positive and hopeful light. Because let you go on Twitter, let you go on social media, you'll think Xbox is all but doom and gloom, and you'll think that it's just on the way out. And it's not. It's not. Xbox quietly has been doing good. Gamepass is on a fucking rampage right now. And that's going to be my next topic. But I am excited for Perfect Dark. I remember when Perfect Dark got done on the 360. And that was back when normal mapping, the mapping technique in gaming was really taking off, especially on the Xbox. I don't think the PlayStation 2 didn't have the ability to do normal mapping. But as far as my understanding, I could be wrong on that, but I remember specifically the PlayStation 2 didn't have the ability to do normal mapping. But the Xbox did. The Xbox ushered in normal mapping. And they did it with Rare showed it off gorgeous. I remember before Perfect Dark released on the 360, they had these screenshots of wall and ground textures that looked so beautiful at the time, right? And you're like, man, this Perfect Dark is about to be freaking amazing. And then when it comes out, the character models look like clay fighters. The game graphics was wishy-washy in certain areas. It looked terrible in certain areas. It looked like an incomplete mess. But guess what? The multiplayer, though the game looked like a mess, the multiplayer was still popular because it was fun. It didn't look like a Last of Us or none of that, but the multiplayer was so fun, people still played it. They didn't no longer care about the graphics. Well, in the single player mode, but in the multiplayer mode, nobody cared about the graphics because the multiplayer was so popular back then and it was so fun. A lot of people played that Perfect Dark multiplayer. This is going to be a great generation for Xbox. This is also going to be a great generation for PlayStation. And this is the type of generation that we want, where both companies are going to push each other. Sony ain't playing. Sony's just dropped the PS5 in 2020, right? They dropped the PS5. And they're telling you in 2021, you got God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Gran Turismo 7. You got talks of Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid remakes and things like that. And in other games and stuff. Like, Sony not playing. They're trying to come out the gate strong. And that's how you want to start strong, but end strong. That's my motto. Like when I'm writing music or when I'm writing a song or if I'm writing a verse, I want to start strong in that verse and I want to end strong. Now I look at the game industry sort of like a movie. You have your intro and your beginning. You have your climactic portion towards the middle, and then you have the end of the movie, which can end stronger. However, I think this generation we're gonna see. Well, with Microsoft, the beginning is questionable. Um, J Dub put a tweet on Twitter about me, and me and Porter Rock having a conversation about Xbox outselling PlayStation 5 or competing with them sales wise. And I made that predicament based off the assumption that Microsoft was going to have first party titles at the launch. If I would have known that Microsoft wouldn't have first party titles at launch, then my perception would have been different in terms of sales. I really question Phil Spencer. Like I still can't believe that they was banking everything on Halo. I still can't believe that, man. That hurted me, bro. I always thought that at least it would be at least one or two more games there outside of Halo to help with the launch. So you got two or three launch titles. At least you got something there. But to have nothing and just say, hey, our community is going to be good because they got backwards compatibility and assume that a lot of us was going to be content with that, that is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. What up, Ford Mustang? What up? What up, everyone that joined the chat? Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. And I hope this never happens again. I hope Microsoft can take this situation and learn from it and say, hey, you do need content to launch a system. You do need content to launch a system. And new content at that, New content at that. But yeah, with this Perfect Dark thing, I think this is going to be huge. I think the game is going to be huge. I think it's going to be... I'm pretty sure this is not a cross-gen title. I'm glad Phil allowed them to announce it, to show what the initiative been working on, since everybody's been kind of questioning what they were working on. Some people thought it was a new IP, and some people assumed Perfect Dark with all the leaks, and the leaks turned out to be true. How long we will have to wait for the game, we won't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know how far they are in development, but what we do know is that a lot of developers from Naughty Dog, from Sony Santa Monica, from Rockstar, from the Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics, and even other players, and even other developers have went over to that studio because they said they was working on something unique. And I think that Black Mirror idea is true. And I think if I'm a developer and I work with some of the biggest developers and on some of the biggest games, I'm going over there too because I'm sitting at this desk and I'm creating the same thing over again. A Black Mirror approach to IPs, that is incredible. That is like crazy. That's crazy. So the first episodic content is Perfect Dark. 15 to 20 hours. Wow. What if 343 allowed them to do some episodic content on Halo, or they got Gears there. They could do some cross. It's so much they can do with that idea. It's so much to do. Because IPs can start bleeding into other IPs. Characters can start coming into other characters' universes, because it's Black Mirror. It's the Black Mirror concept. So you're no longer dealing with the boundaries of where this character's in this universe and this character's in this universe. In Black Mirror, all types of shit happen. Some of the weirdest shit happened in Black Mirror. I watched a couple of shows. I haven't seen the whole season of Black Mirror. I watched a couple of episodes of Black Mirror. Some weird shit was going on. So if they're going to take that concept and that approach, then you can start bleeding characters into other characters' universes and doing some like off-the-wall shit. That's if they're thinking of something like that. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is doing episodic content, um, which is it's time exclusive to the PlayStation. So I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft tried to get that in Game Pass. All the other Final Fantasies are there. I would think that Microsoft might spend some money getting Final Fantasy Remake day and date in Game Pass whenever the time exclusivity window is up, and it makes its way to Xbox. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get it in Game Pass, and if they do transition into Game Pass, it'll be it'll be a good thing for them. Now, Game Pass lately, let me see here. Game Pass lately has been kicking ass, man. I really gotta applaud. I really gotta applaud Microsoft for what they've been doing with Game Pass. Right? You got all the Yakuza's into Game Pass. They just remastered versions, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you got the latest one that just came out, right? You have all the Final Fantasies that's making their way into Game Pass. For those, and it's for those people that don't like those games. My son started playing. I think that was Yakuza 6, if I'm not mistaken. One of them Yakuza games, and I was playing with him. I was like, hey, this pretty is nice. The story is fucking fire. I can see why people like Yakuza. The combat and stuff like that is a bit cheesy and over the edge, but the story itself is fire, and so I can see why people gravitate to that game. The combat may be cheesy, but I think it's more so the story and the crab bosses and shit. At least for me, it was. So you have all the Final Fantasies coming into Game Pass. You have all the Yakuzas there. Pretty much all the Kingdom Hearts is going to be there. Then you said Halo Infinite day and date. Psychonaut 2, The Ascent. You got all the 20-some games that they showed at their presentation, their Xbox last presentation, going directly into Game Pass. That is crazy. That's crazy. Game Pass is on a rampage right now. And Phil was right. Control was coming to Game Pass. Control was, and it made its way. I think he spoke about it too early, and I think that made Remedy and them push the release date back into Game Pass back because they didn't want it to affect their sales. Then it came to PlayStation, I think PS Now, and that was on Game Pass. Game Pass is an incredible value right now. And as much as people, I don't see how people downplay a service, right? That is curated. So every month you got games coming out, you got new games coming in. And for $15 a month, I get to play these games. I get to test these games. Not demos. I get to play the full entirety of these games. And after I play them, I have the decision and the choice of whether I want to purchase that game or not. And I get that purchase at a 10% discount. If that's not a fucking incredible value, over 200 plus games in Game Pass, and we're talking about only first party day games that stay there. Some of your big third party games that y'all never thought would be in there is in there. And I get to say, hey, I want to play this today. Or any indie game. Or if I just want to be spontaneous and just play some shit that I've never played before or that I was curious about playing, I get an opportunity to do that. And I get an opportunity to play that game for as long as it's in Game Pass. And right before it exits Game Pass, I can purchase that title just in case if I want to hang on to it. Game Pass doesn't force me not to buy games. Game Pass protects my purchase. It protects my purchase because it allows me to play a game that I was probably interested in that I didn't want to spend money on. Versus me being interested in the game that I'm iffy about, that I go spend the whole $60 on, and that I turned out and don't like. That I don't like. And I'd be like, oh, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have spent this $60. And now I got to go back to GameStop Who's not going to give me my full $60 refund on that game? So I have choice. I have better management of my money in terms of how I spend my money on games. Because now, if I see a game that I wanted to purchase in Game Pass, I can play it just to see if I want to purchase it or not. How is that a bad thing? How is that a bad thing? It's like going in the store, buying a shoe. You assuming you know your shoe size. You spend that money on that shoe. You take them bitches home, and they don't fit, or they tight, or they not wide enough. Because you made an assumption. Well, I'm assuming this game is going to be fine, so I'm going to go ahead and spend that $60 on it. And you get it home, and that shit is terrible. It ain't what you wanted. And you like, damn. How am I get my money back on this? Am I going to go out of GameStop to try to get them to give me my full refund back? Or am I going to try to sell it, dupe one of my guys and try to sell it to them, tell them the game is cold, it's fire, that I beat it, I ain't want to use it no more, just to try to get my seat. Because niggas be doing that. Niggas be doing that. Niggas be like, well, you know, my guy, great, that nigga, I'm going to get that nigga. Hey, yo, Craig. This game fire, yo. I just beat it. I'm done with it. I don't really want it. I paid $60 for it. But if you give me 50, we good. Hold on. A lot of people clown Game Pass. They call it dollar store. They say Xbox players don't like to back games anymore since they got. And Game Pass ain't stop people from buying games. And yes, I want good value. Because just like back in the days when you went up to City Sports and a new pair of Jordans came out, or some Timberland boots or some M1s in there, you go in there like, look, yo, what can you do for me? This how much I'm working with. I'm trying to cop those. And then that guy that's trying to sell you the shoe, he go to the guy behind the cash register who the owner of the store, say, look, you know, bro, good for it. He only work with this. You want to know how much we could give him this pair of shoes for? And then the store clerk say, yeah, look, I give him this for this if he throw in a pair of shirts and we're throwing a pair of shirts and pants with it, and he could just give me this for the shoes, shirt, and pants. And you like, all right, solid. I got that. Let's go. No different. Yeah, come on. And I think that's another thing why people like buying physical is because they could get their money back, get some kind of a return on their investment if they don't like a game. But that's good. I think there's people who have Game Pass that still buy physical copies. It's just that if the game is in Game Pass, I have ability to test that game out. I have ability to play it to see if it's something that I want to invest in and something that I want to play beyond the Game Pass subscription, beyond it leaving Game Pass. If I like it, I'm fit to buy that, you know, at a 10% discount, add it to my library. So if it leaves Game Pass, I still have access to this amazing game that I thought was going to be shitty or that I was iffy about, but turned out to be a great game. You know what I'm saying? And I know that happened with a lot of indie games. We said a lot of indie games, but some of them indie games be fire. But Game Pass is on the road, man. Game Pass is on the freaking road, and I can understand why Jim Ryan came out and say, look, we got an answer to Game Pass. Of course you're going to need an answer to Game Pass. You see Microsoft is on the brink of breaking 20 million, or probably have broken 20 million users or subscriptions subscribers in Game Pass. You can't let them corner the market on that and be out there by themselves with that. I think they say even Nintendo got them a little test version of their version of Game Pass on the Switch now. I'm not sure about that. I don't have a Switch. But they're not, look, they've not finna let Microsoft be the only Netflix of gaming and get all them subscribers and be making all that money on a monthly basis. They're not finna let them do that. I think a Game Pass service will bode well for Sony, based on their first party content and based on where they at financially. Being though, looking at Jim Ryan, he's a person that's saying, look, we can't be spending all this money on all these big games. We're gonna do less AAA games. We're gonna bring the number down, but we're gonna bring the quality up. So instead of making 5, 6, 7, we're gonna give you 3, 4 quality, 3, 4, maybe 5, 3, 4, maybe 5 quality AAA games. And so we know Sony games sell well. And then on the fact of having a Game Pass like service where you got monthly subscribers there, you're constantly bringing in money monthly. So that service will help recoup or offset some of the losses you might take in the software or even on the hardware. It's just smart business. And the pony's been downplaying Game Pass since its inception. It started off slow, but once it got on the road, look where it now from where it started off. And I'm pretty sure when Sony come up with their version of Game Pass, the pony's gonna switch their narrative like they always do, and then they're gonna celebrate and say, "Yeah, Microsoft got Game Pass, but Sony done it right. Sony done it better. Sony done it right. Sony has the better content, so Sony has the better Game Pass service." It's coming. It's coming. You might as well get ready for it now, bots. It is coming. It is coming. And then the debate will no longer be about hardware. They're going to be about subscription services and who has the best content. We got more subscribers than you now. And y'all, Game Pass started before PlayStation Game Pass. And we got more subscribers than y'all with the better content. Oh, man. All that shit coming, bro. I know it. I know it. I know it all. It's all coming. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Game Pass is on the road now, man. And I got, matter of fact, what I got installed. Let me see. On Game Pass alone, let me see here. Console. No, that's what's the name. Captures. Let me go here. Let me go to my Game Pass app. Yeah, I got I downloaded A Journey to the Savage Planet, I think, because I heard great things about that. I got the Star Wars game downloaded. I downloaded Control. And there's a couple more games on there that I want to download. But it's amazing, man. It is amazing. And then along with EA Sports, I didn't even talk about EA Sports being there, which I think is huge. Because at some point, people who don't have Madden 2021, if they're patient enough, they know it's going to drop into EA Play. EA Play is a part of Game Pass. So you're going to have access to all that future content. And then think about all the future games that EA is working on, and Dragon Age and all of that stuff. That content at some point is going to be in Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's smart for both companies to do it. Sony has an incredible lineup of first-party games and stuff. And I will be there dating their subscription service. When they, depending on how they set up, Sony trying to charge you out the a-hole for some shit. Because the prices they set for PS Now, given the quality and level it was at, was fucking ridiculous. Now, you're not finna just charge me, anything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who else? I stream Xbox. You gotta follow my Twitch channel. Post_BBB. On the Xbox doesn't allow. I don't have a capture card yet, so I have to use the Twitch app on the Series X in order to stream. I have to use the Twitch app. So usually when I'm streaming, I stream the Twitch. I'm in the process of beating Gears of War 5. I beat Spider-Man. I'm beating on the PlayStation 5. I beat Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm playing Detroit Become Human right now on the PlayStation 5. So you'll see me stream that on YouTube. But then anything dealing with Xbox in terms of Gears of War, in terms of playing Star Wars, in terms of playing Control, I will be streaming that on Twitch until I get my streaming card. I'm in the process of at the beginning of this year I'm gonna build the PC because the Mac got some deficiencies in terms of how the audio pipeline is set up. And so it's something that I don't like. One audio thing at a time is freaking crazy. I really don't get that. I really don't get that. I don't even know why they did that. And then you need a third party software just to use multiple audio. That shit is crazy. So here it is. So it's post up. BBB, this is my Twitch. Post up _ Okay. That's my Twitch. Lately you're gonna see a lot of what's that? NBA? Let me see. You should see NBA. I do have videos. Wow. Also, my videos don't save? Wait a minute. So, this is crazy. Thank you for bringing that up. Who else? Wow. So, if I stream from the Twitch on my Xbox, it doesn't archive my videos on my channel? Hold on. No. Wow. That's crazy. I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm doing it. I really want to beat it. I really want to beat Gears soon, which I might finish it up tonight. Start on finishing up. Hopefully, I can stream it. I really wish Microsoft give you the ability to stream to YouTube. It's sad that we're in 2020 and the PlayStation is the only device that can stream to YouTube effortlessly. Twitch give me problems all the time. I don't understand it. Let me stream to YouTube. Yeah, look, you Q Dub. Maybe I do. Maybe I got to do that on the Xbox and make sure it's archived because the 2K videos, the Madden videos, all my shit is not archived. All my shit, so all the wins I got and all that shit is not even. It's crazy. Yeah, but now I want to talk about Xbox in 2021. I know it was a list of games. Let me see if I can bring it up. Rumored and confirmed. Okay. I think it was. Let me see here. Here we go. I think that was a list of games. I don't know if this one. Well, on that list, it only listed Halo Infinite and Psychonauts 2 as the only two first-party games coming out for Series X in 2021. And the rest was kind of second-party and third-party, like the Medium, like the Accent, which I'm really excited about. And I think people are getting ahead of themselves if they think, hopefully, I don't want to do this again. So I'm going to say hopefully, I think hopefully people are getting ahead of themselves. That if they think Halo Infinite and Psychonauts 2 is the only titles that's coming out in 2021, first party wise, for Series X. Hopefully, there's some unannounced things going on that make 2021. I do believe Microsoft is primarily waiting on this Bethesda deal to close before they start picking things back up and showing some things, other things in 2021. Like I was saying on Z Show, in terms of Bethesda, we don't know what IPs and stuff that they have in development. We don't know how long they've been in the development. We don't know if they could have some games that's ready for 2021 and we just don't know about them. So we can't assume that Halo Infinite and Psychonaut 2 is going to be the only games that come out first party wise in 2021. I don't think Microsoft that's stupid, but they did launch a console without any first party games. So who am I kidding? I will never ever forget that. Launching a console without no. Hey, they did it. But look, I do believe, and I hope, and I'm assuming here, with no knowledge in terms of their 2021 lineup, until I start reaching out to some people and asking some questions and seeing if I can get some answers on the back end. I just don't think Halo Infinite and Psychonaut 2 is the only first party games that's coming out in 2021, a whole year. I think the Bethesda deal either supposed to close in February or June. What I heard initially was that it was supposed to close in February. Somebody told me it's supposed to close in June. I don't know, but I think they're waiting on that. I know ZeniMax just started a new studio, which the guy, the game designer from Uncharted and The Last of Us, has moved over to that studio to work on that game. I do not see Microsoft in 2021 only releasing 2 first party games. I don't see it. I think that's an L. I think it's an L, and I think it's not good compared to what Sony is dropping within that same year. We have to compete. We have to be competitive. And as Xbox players and lovers of the Xbox community, we have to hold Microsoft accountable. We can't sit back and say they got the recipe, they know what they doing, and you see a motherfucker fucking up the recipe a little bit. You got to call them out on it. You're not doing that recipe right. Mama said you need 2 tablespoons. You only use 1. You can't be cutting corners. You can't. We can't allow them to. We can't allow them to. And being content is not an option. And being content is not an option. So we got to hold Microsoft to a certain standard as far as the things that we want. And I do believe, hopefully, Lord Jesus, hopefully, we see more games than just Halo Infinite and Psychonaut 2. I think you cannot put the whole year on those 2 franchises. Being that Psychonaut 2 is a game that some people don't even, a lot of these new age games don't even know about, because Psychonaut 1 came out at a time where some of these niggas weren't even born yet, or if they was born, they was toddlers. You know what I'm saying? So you're introducing a game that a lot of people are not familiar with to a whole new audience, and then you got Halo Infinite. Now, you're not finna put all your eggs in one basket and say that's 2021. So I do think Microsoft got more than that. Some other unannounced titles for 2021. I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm banking on that. We're gonna bank on that. We're gonna Lord, but Jesus, we're gonna bless us. Phil Spencer. We're gonna bless us, Phil Spencer, Lord. Get him the power and the foresight to know that we want more games than Psychonaut 2 and Halo Infinite, Lord. May he dish out some games that we couldn't fathom, Lord. Lord, we need creation and innovativeness. We need spark. We need hypeness. We need some shit that we could throw in the motherfucking ponies' faces. We want to smack the ponies all around with big AAA quality games. Oh, and I ask you to bless of a specify, Phil Specify, so he may do this, Lord. Lord, we do not need no Donnie D. Lord, we just ask you to give him the foresight to see. We need that motherfucking sledgehammer so we can break some pony legs in 2021. We don't need our backs against the wall in 2021 like we did at the end of the last generation. Okay? We want to knock niggas out in this generation. We need you to give Philip Spencer the power so we can knock these motherfucking ponies out. So we can shut these ponies the fuck up. In Jesus' name. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amen in the chat. Amen in the chat. Because we definitely want to do that, man. Look, we definitely want to do that, man. But look, in 2021, man, I am predicting, and I could catch an L on these predicaments. It's cool. I could be right. I could be wrong. I think this is going to be a great year for both. I think there's some unannounced titles on Microsoft's side that should be getting announced next year. I think by them showing the initiative, showing Perfect Dark now, I think if Phil already played Perfect Dark, he has played it. He's been to the studio and he has played Perfect Dark. I think the game is probably farther along than what we think. I think the game is probably farther along than what we think. AP, I'm not championing that Flight Simulator. You haven't. The only thing you heard me say about Flight Simulator was that it looks beautiful, and that I couldn't believe that was the Forza engine doing that. I never played Flight Simulator. Will I play it when it comes to the Series X? Probably so, just to test it out to see if it's something that I like. But since it was always a PC based game, it was something my brother was always. He had the flight sticks, back then and all that shit. Doing that shit. I went into that shit, but I might test it out. Perfect Dark looks fire, and I'm glad it has a mature look to it. It doesn't look kiddie or nothing like that. It look like it's taking a serious tone to what they're trying to accomplish. And with all the developers and talent that they brought over and got over there, I think the game's going to look and play incredible. I think, and then it's built from the ground up on the Series X. And so when it do come out, I know it should be a next gen only title. And so we should see how it make what the Series X is capable of. Yeah, so a lot of it's Microsoft got so much content coming. Whenever you got 23 studios, 35 teams out of 23 studios, you can't have nothing but content coming. What makes that? What those are nail in the coffin is what most people perceive as the fact. Yeah, we know they got content, but you have to wait for it. And the fact that we hadn't had really a new AAA IP since, 2015, 2016 of last year? And we're in, 2015, 2016 of last year, of 2019. And we're in December of 2020, and we still haven't had any big new AAA IP in terms of games that we had access to that we can play with, that we can play now. And so that kind of get an other side ammo and say, hey, yeah, y'all got all this content, but y'all been waiting since 2016. It's 2020 now. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Compono, they do need games like yesterday. They do need games. And the sales right now is showing them that they need games. And I think that's why they showed the Initiative project. I think that's why they showed Perfect Dark. I think that's why they bringing Gamepass back 3 months for $1. But at the same time, I don't think they care about hardware sales. They're trying to get people into Game Pass. but content is going to keep get people into Game Pass. Great games is going to get people into Game Pass. Big first party quality content is going to get people into Game Pass. Okay. Had to had to turn on my fan, right? But quality content is going to someone said question, is it quality or at least most of it's quality? It has to be quality. I mean, everything is not going to be quality. Everything is not going to be AAA. You might have some AA games. You might have some smaller games in there. I think Game Pass is a service that wants to have a broad appeal from the youngest gamer all the way up to the oldest gamer. And to achieve that, you have to have some things that it's not gonna be on. And when I say quality, I mean in this. Most hardcore when they say quality, they think of big AAA powered games that try to rival the best graphics and stuff like that. And I'm saying every game doesn't need to be like that. Every game is not gonna be like that. Developers are gonna make what they want to make, and so you're gonna have. I think the thing is to have the biggest diverse library of content as possible. You know what I'm saying? Just up GameStop, and they said the consoles will be full stocked in February. Since Xbox has a partnership with them, they should take advantage with a Series S game. Yeah. AP, that game, oh shit. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Hold on. What did I? Okay, there we go. Let me watch my feet. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix that. My bad. My screens and stuff just blinked on me and everything. So yeah, AP. What they're gonna have to do is. What's good, RRJ411, man? Thanks for showing up and everything, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. AP, I think GameStop on the back end is still making that transition over to Azure, over to Microsoft on cloud system and retail system, which they're going to be taking control of. I think once that happened, and everything becomes streamlined. Once you start going into GameStop and you see workers walking around with service tablets and stuff, once you walk into GameStop and you're going to see that it's no longer set up the way it's going to look more modern. It's going to have a more modern look to it. I think because I think they're going to change the whole store layouts too. Because GameStop just be looking paltry sometimes walking into them. But yeah, Microsoft really need to utilize that. But that's going to take time as GameStop kind of transition their back end over to Microsoft data servers and stuff. And then Microsoft can start ramping things up on the back end so the front end can do what they do. And that's going to take some time. But at some point, you're going to see the Xboxes and all that stuff at the front of the store. And GameStop only, from my understanding, GameStop do more bundles than they sell standalone systems. They be hurting motherfuckers with them $700 and $800 bundles, bruh. They do that shit on purpose too. Yeah, Sam. I agree with that. Quality nowadays has so many meaning to it, and I mean that in terms of saying, one, quality can mean graphics. On the second hand, it can mean how the gameplay, quality gameplay. You know what I'm saying? I think no matter how good a game could look bad, it could look terrible, but if that motherfucking gameplay is there and that gameplay is fun, then how a game looks don't even matter. I like Fusion Frenzy on the OG Xbox. Even though it didn't score high or anything like that, the gameplay was freaking fun when you play with family. I remember back in the days, My brother, his wife used to be in one room. I used to be in the living room. Both our Xboxes is on the same network. We used to play matchmaking with Fusion Frenzy with my at that time my BM. You know what I'm saying? And we used to have just a crazy time. You know, a crazy time with Fusion Frenzy, bro. Um, and so, and that's because I didn't care how the game looked or anything like that. It was the gameplay was fun and addictive, and we enjoyed it. And I think that's what matters the most. I think gameplay can break a game. I don't care how good a game looks. If the gameplay mechanics are broken, then it takes away from the game itself. You know what I'm saying? It takes away from the game itself. Two Face, what up? Yeah, queued up. Them bundles are bullshit, bro. Yeah, they man, Joe. And then Two Face, what up? Post. I know you got an oxtail sandwich in that microwave. Man, I ain't got no oxtail sandwich in the microwave. I wish I had some oxtail. I'm chilling. Mom's made me some navy beans. I have me some organic turmeric. Give me some organic turmeric, and then I got some olive oil, um, lemon juice with turmeric, peppers, and some other stuff in here, which I pour over a salad. Just trying to get my sugar and my diabetes in order and stuff. So shout out to mom. Moms be on me about my health. But yeah, man, I think 2021 gonna be bright for both systems. I think people are starting to downplay the Xbox at this point, but I do, and I hope there is some few surprises in 2021 on Xbox side. I don't want this to be another year where no, you don't know what a Navy Rob who randomly robs everybody. You don't know what a Navy bean is, bruh? Oh, man, Rob don't know what a Navy. You from the South and you don't know what a Navy bean is. Oh man, you probably seen a Navy bean. This is a Navy bean, man. This is a Navy bean, all right. And then when you cook it, it looks something similar to this, or similar to this, depending on how you cook it. Navy beans is really good for you in terms of your cholesterol, in terms of your blood pressure, and in terms of your sugar. And it's great protein and fiber. The navy bean is a great, so if you want to substitute, if you want to put some protein in your body and you want to substitute meat, the navy bean is a great protein. It has great fiber and it helps with cholesterol. It helps with high blood pressure. It also help with your blood sugar level. But navy beans are fire. You ain't never seen a navy bean? These are navy beans, bro. You probably had it before and didn't even know it. Yeah. Navy beans are good. If they look, if a navy bean is cooked right, usually 318 up in here, you might look at them as if they're cooked right, then you could just eat them by themselves, man, if they cook right. But sometimes you do some cornbread with them or some hot water cornbread. And yeah, they really good, bro. I couldn't believe. No, a lima bean. Hold on, this thing getting me all off track. This is a lima bean, man. Yeah, you agree with. I can see why you say that. Yeah, but lima bean more flat. It's more flat. And they turn out green. Yeah. I can see why you say that. But yeah, man, if you ever had navy beans, man, if you ever had a navy bean, then you need to find somebody who know how to cook some navy beans, and you need to taste them because they are extremely extremely, extremely good. Okay, I've been over here. Well, we're going on an hour, almost an hour and 30 minutes, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for tuning in. I wanted to do the show because I haven't been on in a while, and it was due to my setup being down. But I'll continue to do the StreamYard and stuff until I get my audio interface in and my Streamlabs back up. Look, if anybody want to make any donations or anything like that, just read the descriptions below. You can do that. But other than that, man, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to give y'all my perspective where I didn't have to yell. I didn't have to fight over other voices. And we don't have to deal with that bullshit and, saying on Z dog shit show. You can just come over to my dog shit show and listen to the real poster. Shout out to my brother Z, man. Shout out to my brother Z. Yeah, Teddy Payne, would you tell him? Navy beans would cook, bro. I got a bowl of them in there. I'm about to finish off. My mom's just made another pot for me. She's serious about it. She just made another a pot for me. But if Navy beans, you don't need no rice. You can eat them with rice and stuff. But if they cook right, they be so flavorful. You can just eat the bean by itself, bro. You can just eat it by itself, and it's just that fire. But if you do, you can get you some cornbread with a little honey butter on top, or some hot water cornbread. Hot water cornbread is fried cornbread. That's all it is. Versus the regular cornbread where you put it in the oven, it's baked. Hot water cornbread is fire. You get cornmeal, use hot water, and stuff, do that. And then you put it in the skillet with a little oil, like you're making pancakes, but you're actually just frying the cornbread. And then you get this like thick patty that's about this thick, that's crunchy on the outside and soft in the inside. And some people like put butter and honey on top of it. Oh man, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire. Shout out to Porter Rock, man. Porter Rock is in the chat. Him and Kratos been coming at my name, disrespecting my name on Twitter. On Twitter, I've been seeing it. It's a time for everything, bro. I am coming, bro. I'm letting you know. I see you, player. I see what you're doing. Kratos put out that video, then you took that screenshot. Okay, I see you, player. Look, the generation ain't over, player, either. The generation ain't over. I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for both of you. I got receipts, nigga. I got receipts on you and Kratos, and I'm coming for y'all. Just wait. I can't do it now, so I'm going to dodge the fire. Sometimes, if you're on the front line, sometimes you just got to go back in and reassess things. So I'm just reassessing right now. I'm reassessing right now. No, I don't have enough subs to do super chats. I got to get 1,000 subs. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs. And I got to get over 4,000. I got to get about 4,000 watch hours, which I'm doing good in that. I was only consistent with the subscriptions going up, but with my setup, with my operating system updated to Big Sur, a lot of the stuff that I use doesn't support the new operating system yet. So I've been down for a while. So I'm just gonna use StreamYard until my shit get back up and go from there. But there go the Nightbot right there. The Nightbot came through. The Nightbot finally came through. Ha ha ha. Yes, sir, Porter Rock. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me to 1,000 subs, man. I really need it. But I want to thank y'all for joining the show. I just wanted to give my perspective. Porter Rock and Kratos be strategically double teaming me on Z Show, so I'm not able to get my shit out. Ooh, they be getting on my nerves too. They be frustrated. Oh man, they be frustrated. But it's cool though. That's what it's about. We have fun over there. But yeah, thanks for live streaming. It might be guarantee that day you get a time. Hey, I got you. Hey, Porter Rock, I got you. We gonna set up a day. Just let me know. Yeah, they do that on purpose, Capono. Especially if they know if I'm giving out something that can compete with their narrative, they're gonna cut me off. And Porter Rock always come in, especially when he see Kratos on the rope. He always come in and just distract me and all this shit. But it's all fun and games, man. At the end of the day, outside of this game and shit, man, them two dudes my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Them two dudes my brothers, man. I love them both, man. Yeah, and so look. Show with Puerto Rock coming soon. Post. I think the people want to see that too. We're gonna have to have some juicy discussions that day. I'm gonna work with Puerto Rock. And then they all be laughing. I don't lie, brother. Now, you're thinking of Kratos when you talk about lion. Kratos, you look up the dictionary on what the term lion means, and you're gonna see that nigga picture next to it. Kratos cannot tell the truth, even if he wanted to, player. Even if he wanted to. And you rolling, acting like you get production reports from Foxconn. Oh man, that's how you feel. It's cool though. But look though. I'm gonna work with Puerto Rock on the best day and time for him. We're gonna have a juicy discussion. We're gonna make sure we have a great topics to talk about. We're gonna do a show together. We're gonna do a show together. You know what? I didn't see. Hold on. Let me see here. No, I can't do it in here. I need to do it in. Hold on. Minimize that. And give me just a second here. Let me bring this over here. I'm gonna send in with Loot YouTube. Let me post up. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me do this here. Oh, see, I done fucked up my whole setup, man. I done messed up my whole setup. I done messed up my whole setup. Whole setup. I messed up my whole setup. Oh, shout out to Big Stout. Big Stout with the dollar. I could go back me some what's the name? It's $2 $4. Big Stout with the $5. Donations. Now keep the show going regularly. That fella, I thank you for that, brother. And then he said with the dollar, is this a cooking show? That fella. No, man, I had said something about a Navy bean, and Rob, who randomly robs everybody, say he from the South, he didn't know what a Navy bean was. I'm like, who don't know what a Navy bean was? So I had to show him what a Navy bean was. Facts, Puerto Rock, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate it. Past name the show Squeaky and the Beast. Post name the show Squeaky and the Beast. Screen is blurred. Yeah, the screen is blurred because I had moved it off screen. But yeah, look, man, look. He didn't. Hey, Puerto Rock, he didn't know what a Navy bean was, man. I had to show him what a Navy bean was. I'm like, who don't know what a Navy bean? If you grew up in the hood, you never had a Navy. I know y'all had a pot of Navy beans before. I am not. And see, y'all can't keep doing this. I said hot water cornbread, and y'all act like y'all didn't know what hot water cornbread. Well, I don't know. Some parts where y'all grow up in, y'all might have never had a hot water cornbread. And I mean to tell me you ain't never had hot water cornbread and or Navy bean. Look, next show, I'm bringing a bowl of Navy beans on and some hot water cornbread. Let me show you something. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me give you a kind of idea. This is the kind of idea of what hot water cornbread look like. But it's fried. It's fried cornbread. Now, this is not cornbread. This is actually my mom used farina to make this. She used farina. She didn't use cornmeal. But a hot water cornbread will be a little bit thicker than this. It'll be looked at crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, fire. Learn about it. Yeah. So we might have to do cooking with Post. We never know. Puerto Rock say I'm Puerto Rican, brother. I know. Hey, Purple Haze, just click the link the stream, the Nightbot say help support the channel here, that Streamlab link, click that link. It'll take you to the page where you can donate, man. I really appreciate it. It'll help me get my my capture card so I can do these shows and maybe go straight into gameplay on y'all watching me play games and stuff like that. Cause the Twitch app on the Xbox is trash. I love the YouTube app on the PlayStation 5. I loved it on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So all of my PlayStation stuff will be streamed directly from the PlayStation 5 to YouTube, which is incredible. I don't know why Microsoft don't have that feature yet. Yeah, it's more healthier too. It's more healthier too. She used farina to make the cornbread, fried it up. Yeah, my mom, she made me that, and she sent me a whole bowl of navy beans, and so they go good. They go good together. We just call that pan cornbread or cornbread cakes. Yeah, we call it hot water cornbread because you usually use hot water. But yeah, we call it hot water cornbread in the Midwest, Iron Mike. Yeah, we call it hot water cornbread. Because the way she make it, she use hot water and she mix that shit up. Should be fire. Should be fire. I might have to go live one day and go to my mom's house and have her make some hot water cornbread. I'm going to go live. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have my mom on camera and we're going to go have her make some hot water cornbread and show y'all some navy beans. That way, I don't know where Rob from if he never seen a navy bean. I know Puerto Rican, so they had every bean. It ain't a bean he don't know that he ain't ate. So it ain't a bean that he ain't ate. So he know. Hey Kratos, what's up? That go Shaq Kratos. Shaq Kratos in the building. I'm gonna set up a date and time with Porter Rock. I'm gonna do a 1-on-1 with Porter Rock. We're gonna have some gaming stuff out. And I'm also going to do a 1-on-1 with Kratos, and we're going to have some things out. I know people been wanting me and Kratos to actually do a show together, to do our own show together. I talked to him about, we'll see what we can do. But I'm going to do a 1-on-1 with both of these fuck niggas. I'm going to get them on separate shows. I'm not putting these two niggas, Porter Rock and Kratos, on the show again, on the same show with me. I'm not doing it. The way they do me on Z show, I ain't even finna set myself up for that. So it's gonna be separate shows for both of them fuck niggas. I'm not doing that. That would be dope. Cooking with Mom Dukes. Yeah. I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do that. So don't be surprised if I go live and y'all see grease and shit popping and all that stuff. And my mom, she act like my mom a queen, man. She gonna have this like diva mentality, but don't worry, that's just her loving who she are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna have her do it. I'm gonna have her. This is with Farina, but I'm gonna have her do the actual one she do with the cornmeal, because the one she make with cornmeal is so good. Like you can eat the cornbread by itself. Like you don't even need it with anything. You can just sit there and eat them by themselves. But yeah, man, I don't. Y'all got me doing a damn cooking show. Yeah, Porter Rock, keep it real. That nigga Kratos is a fuck nigga. That nigga Kratos, he gonna duck, dodge, die. He will never admit the truth. He will never admit. You'll be hard pressed to get it out of him. Hey y'all, WW, for real, Porter Rock, that should be unfair now. That should be, and you just come in the blue out of nowhere. You just come in you just come out of nowhere off the top rope on it. Like, where this nigga Porter Rock pop up from? You know what I'm saying? Big Stout with the $2. Tell Mom to send me some too, and I want on the show too to moderate. I ain't got you as a. Oh yeah, I get you on the show to moderate. I get you on the show to moderate, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna have both of them two dudes on. We're gonna make sure we come up that is some nice topics that we can go back and forth on. Me and Porter Rock show might be 2 hours because neither one of us want to get headway. Same with Kratos, it might be a 2-hour show because we just go back and forth and neither of us want to stop. Nigga, Kratos, already. You just woke up. You still got crud in your ass. You ain't even washed your face or brushed your teeth. And the first thing you go is, how does that make Xbox great again? This fuck nigga messy. This fuck nigga messy. He ain't even halfway out the bed yet. I believe, you know what? Kratos my boy. I'm going to say this before I go. That nigga, I don't know, that nigga might be fanboying in his sleep. That nigga, I don't care what time of the day it is. From 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to 3, 4, 5 a.m. I'm talking about, I don't care what time of the day it is. You post some Xbox news, that nigga gonna reply within a minute. I did a test one day. I tweeted some shit at 3, 4 in the morning. That nigga sleep. Nope. Post, what are we doing here? What are you doing? Nigga, wait, it's 3 in the morning, Kratos. I thought you was asleep, nigga. It's 3 in the morning. I'm thinking this nigga is asleep. That nigga. Yo, that shit made me laugh because I'm telling you, it ain't a time or a day that you can post something about Xbox and that nigga gonna be right there, bro. That nigga had to be fanboying in his sleep, bro. Unless he got a bot or something. He got an automated fanboy bot on his phone, on his Twitter account, that automatically replies to every Xbox tweet. Cause that nigga be on it, nigga. I'm telling you. That nigga be on it, bro. Yo, I don't care what time. And then a lot of times, even in the DMs, it's 2 a.m. at midnight. You say Kratos on Twitter, you post something in the DM, that nigga, what? Kratos, where you come from, bro? You just said you was asleep. Bro, that boy cold with it, bro. That's my bro, though. Hey, Porter, I be trying to sneak tweets in. I be trying to get a little silent. I be like, let me tweet this before Kratos wake up in the morning and get the down playing it. But that nigga be right there every time. I don't understand it. I say, this nigga is cold. Ain't nobody fucking with that man. That man got some unbelievable abilities, man. Unbelievable abilities. Yeah, he also like Xbox. He ain't gonna let y'all know that. Hey, you right, Porter Rock, cause that nigga never sleeps. Bro. Hey, look, I ain't gonna even. That whole Barron situation. Hold on. Let me blow. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Look, that whole Barron situation, it's crazy because Barron let us know in the DM. He's like, let me get this out now. I know y'all wanted to see this. And so he posted a picture of him wrestling the, I don't even know what to call him, man. I ain't finna give my channel flag. I don't want to call him a doodoo chaser. He posted, I'm just gonna say it. He posted the picture of the other wrestler. And we say, oh man. So he like, man, get y'all labs out now. Right? But then when the video came out of him actually, man, you let that man teabag you like that? And look, I get it, it's wrestling. But you laid there and you waited on him to teabag you. You had ample time to move out the way. You could have let him jump and rolled over. You let the man sit on your face. As if you wanted to lay, and as if you laid there and wanted him to sit on your face. You know how nigga, when they lay down and they mama come in the room and they don't want to do nothing, so they lay there and fake sleep? The nigga was on the canvas faking like he was hurt for that man to jump off the rope and teabag that man in his face. This shit crazy. What are we doing here? When did this happen? Is he the new Gold Dust? He jumped off the rope and put a gold dust in that man Baron's face, and he laid there and took it. Come on, that Baron. You're a grown man. You already in spandex, right? You're already in spandex. That's an L in itself. But you in spandex and you allow another man that's flamboyant to come off the rope in spandex and gold dust you in your face. Oh, this Z. Hold on. Shout out to Rob who randomly robs everybody. He sent me he sent $5 to my Cash App, man. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. And I just looked at it. I just checked my Cash App. And I think this Z calling me now. What's up, bro? Hello? Hold on. Let me call this. Oh, hold on. I know what that is. Oh, there we go. Now it'll come to. Hello? Why does it keep going on like that? Z trying to call me right now on the show. Hello? And my phone is messing up. So I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to power it back on. My Cash App is in the description, but I will put it in the... That is my Cash App is in the description. Shout out to Suicide King for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. I really need it. Sorry, Z was calling me. I know he's probably calling me to talk shit. Let me power my phone back on. But yeah, hey y'all, look. I don't eat that pig, man. I don't play with that pig, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and yeah. So the man already in spandex, man. And then you got another man in spandex, and you intentionally lay there. You know what I'm saying? For him to just flop down on you like that, like you wanted it, like you was low key. Like you was trying to hide the fact that you won. I'm just gonna lay here hurt and fake like I can't move or can't roll out the way. And I'm gonna let this man just put all of himself on me. Pause. What? What? I don't where they do that at. Where they do that at. I don't know where they do that at. But I will say this. Shout out to Baron for pursuing his dreams. Shout out to Baron for accomplishing his dreams. And showing that if you believe in something and if you work hard at something that you want to accomplish it, you can achieve it. You can achieve. What's up, bro? Okay. That was Z. He called me by himself. What up, Tip Diamond? Now, I don't necessarily rock with him letting that man smash his face like that, smash him in the face like that. Put that gold dust in his face. He put that gold dust in his face, man. I don't know. You know, Bear might be intoxicated off gold dust gas or some shit. I don't like the fact that he laid there and allowed that man to put his balls to the walls in his face. I do respect the fact that wrestling is something that he loves and it's something that he's been pursuing for a long time. And he finally he's finally able to do that on TV. That is a big accomplishment. That shows, that tells you, that should tell anyone, never give up on what you're trying to accomplish, and that you can accomplish anything. Now, we told Baron to go wrestle. You know what I'm saying? We told him to go wrestle and complete his dream. We didn't tell that nigga to allow a man to put his balls in his face. We didn't do that. We say, man, you like wrestling? Yeah, go win, go win. And has he won a match since he been over there? They gonna have to stop treating my brother, man. Baron ain't won a match since he been over there. It's bad enough you in spandex, you let a nigga put his balls in your face and sit him right there for a 3 count. And then they won't even let you win the match. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk to Baron, man. We're gonna have to talk to Baron, man. You know what I'm saying? And we might need to go back and look at the tape to make sure Baron's keeping his hands to himself. Then you allow that man to pull your leg up. Not only that though, his ass and balls is in your face, and then you allow him to put your leg in the air. Oh man, he just turned Baron into a thought on camera. He turned that man into a thought on camera. We got love for Baron though, but he got thoughted out on camera. He got thoughted out on camera. He's not no longer the technician. He's the thoughtnician. That's what it is. He is the thoughtnician. Yeah, he's been thoughtified. Not Spotify. He's been thoughtified. That's what he been. We gonna call that nigga is in Thought Nation. He's a thoughtnificent. Okay. Shout out to the Ruham with the $20, bro. Thanks for the support, bro. I really appreciate that. Man, I love y'all, man. That nigga said thought. He been thoughtified, not Spotify. He's been thoughtified. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a politician. He's a thoughtician. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Look. That's my man. We salute him in his work. But, man, he let that dude do him wrong, man. One leg up. He let that put the Luke on that nigga. Get the one leg up. I'm finna go. Because if I don't stop, I'm going to keep going. And I can't. Y'all remember that song, One Leg Up? One leg. Ah! Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop, bro. Shout out to Baron, though. Shout out to Baron, who fought Lil Gold Dust. Oh, man, yo. Look. He pursuing his dreams. And it's just certain things that come along with your dreams. I'm pursuing my dreams. But I ain't got none of that. None of that is a part of my dreams. Ain't none of that a part of my dreams, man. I am good. I am good on that front. I don't know what's Baron finisher, but he got finished. Oh man, look, roll out the way, slide out the ring, do something, man. Don't let that man come down and just. It was like one of them stripper splits. You know when the strippers do the split, and then they get the to twerk it while they doing the split. I mean the split. They get to twerk it while they doing the split. That man let. Shout out to, I'm done, man. This podcast down there 2 hours. I ain't mean it to go this long. I mean whoever broke up Baron in that wrestling, y'all roll for that. I didn't even want to talk about that. I didn't even want to talk about that, bro. So I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Look, thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'm on the road to 1,000. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a family member. Tell any and everybody, man, to subscribe to the channel, man, if they love great content on gaming, if they love the Xbox community, because that's what we're about here. We're about the Xbox community. Hey man, stop. I'm done, man. I'm gonna leave that man alone. I'm gonna leave that man alone. If you came in late to the stream, make sure you go back and rewatch the video. It was some great content. All my Xbox people, as we move forward to 2021 and beyond, we have great things to look forward to, and don't let anyone discourage you from that. Might take some time. With great things, when all great things take time, you know what I'm saying? And we don't want Microsoft to rush out bullshit like they've done in the past. We want them to make sure they put out quality content. If we have to wait a little bit longer, since we've been waiting already, do so. Game Pass has enough content being put in there to kind of to get you through it. Hopefully it has enough and more added content there to get you through it. But we're gonna ride this little drought right now, and see where it takes us, man. Yeah, we know wrestling is scripted. Wrestling is scripted. So it was scripted for him to lose. So they probably just see, Julani, why you keep bringing this up? Because now we know behind the scene how many times did they practice that move. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not even finna get into practice because I know they had to practice that move multiple times. I'm done. I ain't talking about that no more. I'm done. Look, y'all have a great day. Shout out if you caught the end of the show. Please go back and look at the show. Great content. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for the support. Continue to support. Continue to come in if you like the content. If you see something you don't like, send me a message on Twitter or let me know. Give me feedback on what I can do better. I will follow that information to provide you the best content that I can. Welcome to the pantry. This is the pantry. I'm going to start putting game and stuff in the back, right? To go along with the food. So I might have a box of Fruity Pebbles with an Xbox light. Might have a little Garrow sandwich with an Xbox controller. No, I'm just playing. But thank y'all for tuning in. I'm finna end the broadcast. I love y'all. I know it's been a while since I streamed. That's because my setup was messed up. It's still down until I can get that fixed. But I'm going to do StreamYard from here on out. Post up. Don't do it. Hit the wrap it up button. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm finna go. Thank y'all. I'll catch y'all later.